In this video, you will understand how to do splitting the middle term. It is one of the most important techniques for factorization after identities. Okay. Now, the standard form for any polynomial is ax square plus bx plus c, right? This is going to be the first case when a is 1. That is, the first term is 1. Okay. I have decoded over here in 2 steps. First, what you need to do, find factors of C. C being your constant, you need to find the factors of C. Use one pair of factors such that their sum or difference is B. Okay, let's try to understand these steps with the help of examples. So the first one is x square plus 5x plus 6. The first step says find factors of 6. That is C, constant, right? So the factors of 6, I am writing all the factors of 6 that are possible in pairs. 1 and 6, 2 and 3. These are the only pairs possible for 6, right? Now, the second step says use one pair of factors such that their sum or difference is B. That is 5 over here. Now, if I do 1 plus 6, that is 7. If I do 2 plus 3, that is 5. But if I do 1 minus 6, that is minus 5, or 6 minus 1, that is 5. And if I do 2 minus 3 or 3 minus 2, that is negative 1 or 1. But over here, you just have to see all the terms in the given polynomial is positive. They are positive, right? So we need to remain positive over here in with the factors that we are selecting. That means the sum should be 5, not the difference. There should not be anything negative in this particular factors. Okay. So what are we going to do now? X square plus. Now 5x is going to be breaking into 2 and 3 that we have selected. So it would be written as 2x plus 3x plus 6. Okay. Because see, we selected, initially we started from the constant term. We found the factors and now we kept the 6 as it is, but we have split the middle term, that is 5, into 2x and 3x. Now the next step, make groups of the two terms like that. Now the next step, take out common factor from the first group. What is that? X is your common factor and we are left with x plus 2. Next, we have 3x plus 6. So what is the common factor over here? 3. And we are left with x plus 2. Now the last step, the common group that you have found, that is x plus 2, x plus 2. So that becomes one of your factor. And what is going to be the other factor? X plus 3, that is going to be your other factor. And we just saw how we have done splitting the middle term for a given polynomial. Okay, let's understand with the help of another example. X square plus 7x plus 12. The first step says find factors of C. C is 12. So the factors for 12, 1 and 12, 2 and 6, 3 and 4, right? Now, we need to find such a pair of factors such that their sum or difference is 7. Now, we do not talk about any difference over here in this question also because all the terms are positive. X square is positive, 7x is positive, 12 is positive. So, we just need to see that which two terms on adding gives us 7, and that is 3 and 4. So, now the next thing, we are splitting the middle term. And splitting in what? The factors that we have just selected. So it becomes 3x plus 4x plus 12, right? Now, making two groups, taking out common factors, we are left with x plus 3, 4 is common, and we have x plus 3 once again. Now the last step, what is the common group amongst the two? It is x plus 3. So that becomes your first factor. And the next factor is x plus 4. So we got our two factors as x plus 3 and x plus 4. Another one now with a negative term. Okay. So we have x squared plus 20x minus 69. The first step says find factors of c. C is 69. The factors of 69, 1 and 69. It is an odd number. Divides with 3, that is 3 and 23. Right? And do we have more factors for 69? No, because 23 is a prime number. So those are the two pairs of factors for 69. Now, if I add 1 and 69, that gives 70. And on subtraction, that gives me 68. I don't need that. The middle term is 20. We can see that if we subtract 3 and 23, we will have 20. And yes, we are going to talk about subtraction in this example because one term is negative. So whenever you have any negative term, then only subtraction will be included. Otherwise, everything remains positive. So now how will we do that? We have got 3 and 23. Just see what I'm going to do. If I write 3 minus 23, it will give me minus 20, right? If I do 23 minus 3, it will give me 20. The difference, the middle term over here is positive. So I will select 23 minus 3 because it is giving me the positive difference. It will become x squared plus 20x minus 3x. Sorry, it is not going to be 20. It is going to be 23x minus 3x minus 69. Now, the remaining steps remain same, where we are going to form two groups and find common factors. So what is the common element in the first group? It is x. I am left with x plus 23. In the second group, we have minus 3 as a common factor. See, both the terms were negative. So minus will also come out as a common element along with 3. And what we are left with is x plus 23. If you divide minus 69 with minus 3, you will get 23. Okay. So now the last step, we form the two factors, x plus 23 being the common group and the remaining elements, that is x minus 3 becomes your second factor. Okay. Let's see the last example over here. We have x squared minus 11x minus 80. Okay. Now, the same process, we need to find the factors of c, that is your constant, 80. So, let's see the factors of 80. 1 and 80. 2 and 40. 4 and 20. 5 and 16. 8 and 10. Right? These are all the factors for 80. Now, the product was negative, 80 is negative, and the middle term is also negative. Okay. What can give me 11 over here? Out of these, the combination that can result in 11 is only 5 and 16. Okay. And how will it result in negative 11? If I do 5 minus 16, then it will give me minus 11, right? So here we have got, and how we are going to split the middle term, it is x squared plus 5x. We just saw 5 is supposed to be positive, so I'm writing plus 5x minus 16x minus 80. Now, what we are going to do, we are forming two groups, right? Taking out the common factor from the first group leaves me with x plus 5. And then we have got minus 16 as a common factor from the second group. And that leaves me with x plus 5 again. The last step, collecting the two factors. The common group, that is x plus 5, becomes the first factor. And the remaining elements, that is x minus 16, becomes the second factor. Okay. So in this video, we have learned the factorization scenario of splitting the middle term. The first case when a is 1. You will get to see more videos on splitting the middle term with different cases with root terms when we are having square roots over there when a is not 1. So keep a tab on the channel, follow it, subscribe, like and share it with your friends who may need it. Happy learning!